How to meditate to supercharge your learning and your life. Hello, I'm Chris Brooks from High Performance Learning. We teach people the skills they need to be able to excel at their education. We encourage our clients to learn meditation so they get used to observing what's going on in their minds. This makes it easier for us to teach them how to develop and monitor their thinking and learning processes. Meditation also improves concentration and increases people's motivation to do well. I've made a series of recorded guided meditations that are available from our website, www.highperformancelearning.com. I hope this video encourages you to try meditation. I'm sure you'll get a lot out of it. It may even change your life completely, like it did for me. How to meditate. Before you start, decide how long you're going to meditate. Set a timer so you'll know when to stop. Try 1 minute, 3 minute, or 10-minute meditations to start with. When you are more used to meditating, try 20 or 30-minute meditations. I find I get some of my best ideas while I'm meditating, so it's always good practice to keep a pen and paper with you while you meditate, so you can make a note of ideas that come up. Writing the ideas down saves you from trying to remember them during your meditation. The 3 steps in a basic meditation session. There are 3 steps in a full meditation of more than 20 minutes. For shorter meditations, just do the first 2 steps. Step 1. Get into a state of positive relaxation. Positive relaxation means that your mind and body are relatively relaxed and your mind is free to think. So, if possible, find a place where you won't be distracted by external factors such as phones, people, or music. You also need a comfortable place to sit so you can sit with good posture for a reasonable length of time. Lounge chairs are okay, but you might need to place a pillow behind your waist to maintain good posture. If you're sitting on a more upright chair, try to keep an arch in the small of your back and balance your head on top of your neck. Start your meditation by closing your eyes and focusing on the air coming in and out of your nose while you count 5 breaths. Next, do a scan of the tension in each area of your body and try to relax any areas of tension you find. Scan and relax each section for 5 breaths. Try starting with your scalp, then down your body to your face, jaw, neck, arms, back, and finally your legs and feet. Step 2. Observe the activity in your mind. This is easier said than done, so don't expect to be good at observing all the activity in your mind for quite a long time. It doesn't matter if you often get distracted by your thoughts. This is totally normal, so don't stress out. Just noticing that you got distracted is a great step forward. The simplest way to observe your thoughts is to focus on the experience of your breathing and at the same time give yourself a neutral mental task to do, such as counting your breaths or repeating a word or repeating a nonsense syllable or mantra. When you feel comfortable observing your thoughts in this way and you're more able to control your attention, you can move to open monitoring of your mental activity without focusing on your breath or other objects. We use emotionally neutral thinking tasks such as counting your breaths or saying a mantra so we can notice the emotional color of the thoughts that come into our mind. Noticing that we have lost our concentration on our breathing acts as a trigger for us to notice what we've been thinking about. This gets us back into a meta-thinking state, where we think and think about our thinking at the same time. While sitting there, you will notice thoughts coming into your mind and distracting you from thinking about your breathing and counting. Don't try to control the thoughts, just notice them until they go away, then focus again on your breath and counting. The longer you meditate, the more breath counting will become semi-automatic, and so you will find it easier to observe your thoughts at the same time as counting your breaths. Sometimes the thoughts will control your mind completely, so you will forget to observe the thoughts and think about your breathing and counting for a while. Using the recording of a guided meditation will make it easier to maintain your attention in the early stages, as your recorded guide will remind you of what you are supposed to be doing. If you meditate regularly for a few months, you will start to become aware of observing what's going on in your mind during the day when you're not meditating. The more you bring the meditation state into your daily life, the more you will get the mental and emotional benefits of meditation. Step 3. Contemplation, or meditation with a purpose. One of the main benefits of meditation is that it enables you to reclaim your mind so you can take responsibility for your own thoughts and emotions. Discussing things that are going on in your life with yourself while you are calm and relaxed can be very productive. So, after just observing your thoughts in the first part of your meditation, it is good practice to spend a bit of time directing your attention to the nature or pattern of thoughts you are having. For example, you could label the thoughts that come up as positive or negative, or you could categorize them as worrying, practical, or repetitious thoughts, and so on. Pick an issue that's come up and contemplate it for a while. Keep counting your breaths if you want. The role of the observer part of your mind during contemplation is to check that you stay focused on the object of meditation that you have chosen. You can also decide to contemplate a particular event or issue in your life before you start your meditation. It could be an upsetting experience you've had recently, or something more general like internal conflict or being thankful for things in your life. A word of caution. Sometimes you may feel disturbed by thoughts that come up during meditation. If this happens, slow your breathing down and breathe more deeply for a while. When you finish your meditation, make a date with yourself to think about the issue when you're feeling calmer. You could make it the subject of contemplation for your next meditation if you like. Do your own thing. There are no rules. It is your mind and your meditation, so you are free to choose where you want to focus your attention. Do what works for you on the day. The easiest and most effective way to learn how to meditate is to use guided meditations. I've produced a series of guided meditations suitable for beginners and experienced meditators. These guided meditations are available from our website www.highperformancelearning.com. Why don't you give them a try?